Alex Kerr here. We help first-time buyers with any credit score. Whether you've got the perfect credit score or some adverse credit, we're here for you. And in today's video, we're looking at how to buy a house with any credit score. First thing to do is know what your credit score is. If you've seen my videos before, you should know the best credit file, without any doubt, for mortgage purposes is checkmyfile. So grab yourself a copy first. It's free to download for the first 30 days and $14.99 thereafter. The link is in the corner of the screen or in the description below. Now, the first thing to do is always ignore the actual credit score in numbers that you are given in the corners of the credit files. This has no bearing on whether you will pass the credit score or not. The mortgage lender is interested in your credit history over the last 6 years. It's as simple as that. If you've not got any missed payments on your credit history within the last 6 years, then you will likely get a mortgage with most mortgage lenders. If you've not got much of a credit history at all, then I'd advise to go on the voters roll and get a mobile phone contract. Getting a credit card can actually harm your credit score initially. It only really benefits you once you've had it for at least 6 months, paying the full balance off each month. If you've had a few missed payments here and there, but they're older than 2 or 3 years old, and no more than a status 2, that's what you need to check on your credit file, then some high street mortgage lenders may still lend to you with a 5% deposit. Mortgage lenders that provide this flexibility include NatWest and Skipton Building Society. If you've got defaults and maybe county court judgments totalling more than £1,000, then you may need a specialist mortgage lender and a deposit of 10 to 15%. The best specialist mortgage lenders for this that I use are Kensington and Pepper Money. However, you do need to go via a mortgage broker. So you've got your deposit. The next step is to become mortgage ready. My preferred blueprint for first-time buyers is the following. 1. Have 12 months continuous employment history. Even though some mortgage lenders will allow a much shorter history, it really strengthens your application to have 12 months. 2. Ensure you have the correct documents and in-date documents such as a passport and driving licence, UK. You'll also need to provide your income with payslips or tax documents, show bank statements with your salary going in, and proof of how you saved for your deposit. 3. Make sure your debt to income ratio doesn't exceed 40% of your annual income. So to keep the numbers easy, if your annual income was £100,000, then your debt can't be more than £40,000, which is 40%. Some mortgage lenders will ignore higher purchase balances. Once you're in a situation where you know your credit score, you've got the right documents, and your debt to income ratio doesn't exceed 40%, the next step is to obtain an agreement in principle with a mortgage lender. This is carrying out a credit score and is not a mortgage offer. It's just an agreement in principle, which means they are happy with your situation based on the information you've told them, and that they will provide you a mortgage offer later on once they have assessed your documents and the property you are buying. Once you've got your mortgage agreement in principle, you can then look for properties and put in offers. The estate agent will want to see your agreement in principle certificates and sometimes your proof of deposit. Once you've got a property tied up and it's agreed, then it's a case of submitting the mortgage application where the mortgage lender will check out all of your documents and value the property you are buying. When I say value the property you're buying, I mean carry out a survey or a valuation. You will need to instruct a solicitor, also known as a conveyancer, who will carry out the legal work required as part of the process, such as carrying out searches which provides you with information about the property and the area that you are buying in, so before you sign the contracts you're as well informed as you can be. Once the mortgage lender is happy with everything, they'll issue a mortgage offer. They'll provide this to both yourself and your solicitor. Once the solicitor or your solicitor is satisfied and any appropriate questions have been asked and satisfied in regards to the property you're buying from the seller, then you'll be in a position to sign contracts and prepare for completion. This is where the solicitor will request the money from the mortgage lender to pay the seller. This whole process typically takes around 3 months start to finish. Once the money has come through to provide to the seller, you can pick up your keys from the estate agent. By following my blueprint I mentioned at the start, really is a game changer and will increase your chances of mortgage success. Bonus tip. This week's bonus tip. So if you do find yourself in a position where you do want to apply for a mortgage and you've not got much of an employment history, or maybe you haven't yet started a new position, then my go-to mortgage lenders are Accord Mortgages, as they don't tend to penalise you so much like other mortgage lenders do. I also quite like Barclays if you've got at least 1 month's employment history. Okay, well I hope that has helped you. If you want to know more about your mortgage options and to go through this process in more detail, just book a free, no obligation chat with me using the link in the corner of the screen or at the end of the video. Mortgage warning. As a mortgage is secured against your home, it could be repossessed if you do not keep up the mortgage repayments. So thanks for watching today's video. Please check out the show notes for a recap with access to any links discussed today. And if you like this video and feel like you're getting value, please consider subscribing and ringing the bell to receive notifications so we can carry on providing you with value and bonus tips. Have a beautiful day. I'll see you in the next one.